Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
I think we need to bring back breastfeeding. How many of y'all ladies agree with me that we need to bring back breastfeeding? Breastfeeding in public. I think that, yeah. Breastfeeding need to be on like the top of people's list when we vote again or something. I think it need to be up for a vote or something. Hell, and shout out to Florida for trying to get the marijuana thing back up on the voting thing for 2026. Cause we vote in 2020. Yeah. For the midterms, they're trying to get the marijuana thing back on up there as they should, because we need to be able to get high in peace. We should be able to get high and keep our damn job, which got to be the craziest thing that you can't be on drugs trying to work. I understand that you shouldn't be at the job. Now, what is that spot? Oh, man. I ain't washed my arm good. I understand that you shouldn't be on the job high. I get that, but I'm talking about like after hours. After you clock out, I think that you should be able to get as high as you want to out here in these doggone streets. Man, I think I saw a post earlier where they were talking about people, the millenniums, or like the younger people, I think Gen Z, whoever they is, I think they said that they are happier or something like that right there because the ones who is in a state who can get high or something like that, who can smoke reefers, like they is living like a better life. Like they are more in tune. I think that was a part of the article, but I can't find the article. I went looking for the article. For some reason, I didn't save the article. I have no idea about the article. Get your essentials as long as you don't get random tests. Facts. Listen. Don't be out here trying some shit and now you can't pay your bills. Don't be out here trying some stuff and now you can't pay your doggone bills. And listen, we spoke earlier about the 85-year-old woman who was having a hard time, said that she can't make it. She can't make it out here in the goddamn street because she only brings in $5,000 a month, guaranteed money. She bring in $5,000 a month. She ain't got no kids. She ain't got no outside churn. If bitch can't make it off $5,000 a month. 85. I am so confused. Really so confused. Question though. Do at 85, do that thing still work though? I'm asking for a friend. I'm really just asking for a friend. Let me ask you adults, because we grown, right? We can talk. We can be honest with each other. How many of y'all watch Corn? Corn, but with the P. If you have watched Corn before, have you ever checked out like the elders the elder category, I had to check out the elder category because I want to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's going on. The saddest thing about like the elder category is y'all be out of shape. Y'all not just out of shape, but y'all let y'all bodies just sag. You all just let this things hang, and a lot of y'all be under this belief because you're old that it just got to sag. It don't got to sag like that right now. We got this thing called exercising. That you can do before you go to some cosmetic surgery type stuff. But a lot of y'all stuff just a lagging. Why y'all arms, the back of y'all arms be like way down here. Like if the arm was up, the back of y'all arms be past your elbows and shit. What is that? What is that? We got to do some more curls or something like that right there. I'm just saying, I know people's not going to be honest, but I'm just saying. You say, yes, the STD rates in the nursing homes is high as hell. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have been reporting on that for like over 5 years, I think. Over 5 years, I've been doing those reports saying that the ones who in the senior facilities, y'all think that they ain't getting it in. Who? They hunting the same people because, you know, it's like a small community. Typically, you hunch who you close to. It's kind of like killings and murders and stuff and robberies and crimes and stuff. Typically, you commit crimes on who is closest to you. Right. So in a nursing home, the closest people to you is like your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like a good neighbor. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think it through. I'm really trying to think it through. A news reporter done did what? Go viral, social media on the first. Bitch, why would you wear that on the first? People just stupid. Women is still stupid out here on the first day of school. Damn, not all. Lady, listen, if y'all have this shape that y'all know that y'all is gonna go viral with, then why is y'all wearing these tight ass clothes around each other? Why is y'all wearing these fitted clothes in front of these children, knowing that you're gonna make the news? Y'all know now in 2025 that you're going to make the news, you're going to make social media, which is the news. If you dress a certain way, why even? And then they would claim, I don't want that type of attention. You knew what the hell type of attention you was going to get with the outfit that you had done bought. This is stupid because that's the same outfit that you went to the club. Stupid. The same outfit that y'all wear to teach in the classroom is the same outfit that y'all went to the damn club, and you didn't know that you were going to get the attention that you just had done got. Stupid. I know, but Willie, we're not supposed to call people stupid. Why not? It's in the dictionary. You say, Willie, they map showing off their products. That's what I'm starting to believe. You say the moose knuckles do be looking nice. Yeah. Now listen, I ain't mad at you for what you got on. I just be like, how is you gonna act like you ain't know the response that you was gonna get, or with the actions that you decide to do? Stop playing stupid. You're stupid. Wait. Will it do old little la-las like their legs to be up a long time? It depends on the size. I think that it depends on the size because if they like slim thicks, it ain't a problem, I think. If you was like, is a thicker and like they got like them thighs or something, like if them thighs big and like if they had like hip replacements or something like that, I can see them put my legs down. They done been up too long. If they had like knee replacements or something, I can see because like you bending at the knee and stuff like that, and it might be uncomfortable, you know. So I can see them be like, you know what, put my leg down. They hurt. Put my leg down, they hurt. You know what I'm saying? You say just don't go past 46 degrees. You know what I'm saying? But if you have never watched Elder Corn, but with the P, I would advise you to just go around there and see what it's going to look like in the future. See what it's going to look like when you get up in that age. See what you can, You know, hell, you might like what you see, and then it might change your whole thought process of the type of women that you want to deal with. Hell, ladies, you all need to be watching Corn also to see how men that those ages look. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you may like the way that those type of men's look, and it may have you now, shit, I need me a man in his 70s or 80s. You know what I'm saying? It may change your trajectory out here in these streets with the people that you're trying to hunch. I'm just saying. You say, Willie, I was in jury duty today. That was the address that was just fitting. Couldn't even focus on what the people was asking us and telling us. Got to be more careful. I have not been called for jury duty ever. Wait, no. It has been twice. And I ain't go because, like, I had to work. You know what I'm saying? And listen, people be like, you all need to sign up for jury duty because you owe it to your community, to your society, to be a part of your society and your community. Don't they pay y'all to go to jury duty? Hold on. Shout out to Miss Butt Good for the $2 cash out. Said, Pastor, our stomachs can't be bigger than our tits. That's what I'm talking. It cannot. Ladies, y'all get goddamn stomachs. Y'all ain't got to have all that goddamn fat. And listen, the older that y'all get, y'all really shouldn't be having fat because, like, typically the older people get, they tend to not eat as much sugary foods, bread and starches and all that stuff because the older you get, the wiser that you tend to be. And now you're supposed to be eating more fruits and vegetables. So your tummy should be really, really little, like really, really down. It may not be flat, but it should be really, really down because you done had your time of eating BS foods. And now you should be on like your health journey because you're about to die. You know what I'm saying? But y'all just be out here just wrong. Y'all be out here just living your best life, actually. That's really what you're doing with these big ass stomachs in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. It's just stupid. You say registered voters get the jury duty notice. Yeah. I think that I got one back when I was 20 something. And then my second one was when I was like 20 something. Oh, you said that you was in jury duty today and Lil Sus had a fitted dress on and say could not even focus on what them people was saying. That's what you said. Got to be more careful. Hey, boy, them fitteds be something else. Them fitteds be something else. They have you imagining out here in the doggone street trying to tell you something. You say they pay you like $30. It's like $30 an hour, or is it $30 like a day? Hold on. How much do jury duty pay in the great state of Florida? In Florida, jury duty compensation varies based on employment status and the duration of service. For the first 3 days, if you are regularly employed and continue to receive your regular wages, you are not entitled to receive compensation from the state. If you are not regularly employed, or if your employer does not pay you during your jury service, you are entitled to receive $15 a day. That's probably why I couldn't make it. You say for the fourth day of service and each day after, all jurors, regardless of employment status, are entitled to be paid $30 a day. That's pretty much why I ain't never. No. But people would get angry. You need to show up for jury duty. You know that they get paid like $30 a day. When I used to be like on my job working for people, I'm like over 200, over 250, sometimes over 300 a day. You want me to not get that and get $15 and then $30? Y'all lost y'all damn mind. You say Willie in Wisconsin is $25 a day. They ain't even talking about an hour. They talking about a day. You know it'd be crazy because they want you to come around there and be on the jury and get that much a day while the judge gets their regular pay, the clerks get their regular pay, the security, the people, everybody at the courthouse get the hourly pay. You cut your pay to get $30 to give back to your community. That's what's up. And listen, they have trained you, good people. Oh, I got to go to jury duty. I can't miss jury duty because you can go to jail. You can really go to jail? Hold on. That's the threat that people used to be saying. Can you go to jail for not showing up for jury duty? Yes, you can go to jail for not showing up for jury duty, as missing it can be considered contempt of court and result in a fine. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Listen, I have never received a jury duty letter. Ever received no jury duty letter. This can result in a fine, community service, or even a jail sentence through a second summons if often sent first. Penalties vary by jurisdiction and circumstances, but it's critical to contact the court immediately after missing a summons to avoid consequences like fines, a bench warrant, or further legal actions. I have never, ever received jury duty papers, ever, in my life. He said, I have missed 3 times. You mean allegedly. He said, Willie, call out that day and get paid for both. That's what's up. He said, that's after you were selected. No. Hold up. As missing it can be considered contempt. Nope, it just says you can go to jail for not showing up. Well, hold on. Let me redefine it. Let me ask another question. Can you go to jail for not appearing after receiving a jury duty notice? Yes, you can go to jail for failure to appear for jury duty, though it's rare and typically a consequence of ignoring multiple service summons or a special court order. Skipping jury duty can result in a fine, but also a finding of contempt of court and all that fly stuff right there. So yeah. You can go to jail, but they don't really, it's like they really not focusing on you like that right there. He said they called me when I missed it and sent the letter to reschedule. I was hoping they forgot. Got to be okay. I've never. Nope. I ain't admitting to none of that shit. I ain't never seen one. I heard that people get them, but I ain't never. You say you got to first be selected, but that's not what it's saying. That's why I redefined the question. Because people need to know that if you receive a notice for jury duty, can you go to jail? And it's saying, yes, you can. But it's rare. They're telling you that, yes, you can, but it's rare. And it's typically a consequence of ignoring multiple summons. Oh, summons. Multiple summons. You say Shannon Sharp got a win. The $20 million case has been dismissed. You talking about the one that the girl decide, or the woman that is suing Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco? Is you talking about that $20 million case? I think it's $20 million. You say, Willie, I got $30 in Houston and paid for a week. You say, I wasn't selected. I was home by 1. That's what's up. Listen, man. If you was on the job to where your job pay you for secret service, for jury service, I say take off. Then shit. Then listen, if your job gonna pay you and they gonna pay you, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Going on around there. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if you are forced to come on down there, go down there. Follow the laws of the land. You go down there. I've always said if I ever was forced to come on down there and they got to ask me questions, they ain't going to want me. They're not going to want me. Because I don't believe all women, you know what I'm saying? If it's anything like a sexual assault case or something like that, I need to see evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like I am just against everything. I don't think how y'all think. Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you believe in testifying under oath on the Bible? No. No. Do you believe that a person shall tell the truth and well, we could say it, but that don't mean that we mean it. I'm just different. Mm-hmm. I remember Jermaine Dupri went to jail for not going to jury duty. I got called for a federal case and I had to get out of that one. Oh, I had to get out of that one. Jermaine Dupri had to went to jail? Hell no, I ain't even much know. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. He says certain careers like cops are excluded. Oh, really? I didn't know. It kind of makes sense for the cops to be excluded because they could be biased. They could be biased. You say I got my job. Didn't pay me, Willie, but the court did. $35. That's what's up. Is that money taxable? Hold on. Let me. Is jury duty money taxable? Damn. It say yes. Generally, money received for jury duty is considered taxable income and should be reported on your tax return. So not only did you not just get $35. Damn, cut your shit down like 32 and a half, 32 and 50 cents. The government got to get them nails. So now you want me to take off work. You're going to pay me 95% less than what I get paid. And I got to pay like a 33% on this month. Got to be more careful. Talk about them hustling the player out here in these streets. Y'all, listen, man, we got 93 likes. We really ain't stressed, but we finna go ahead on and jump on into some. I ain't really going to hold y'all that doggone long. Let me see what we got. Wait. Oh, I meant to check this story out, but I didn't check it out. So now I'm finna check it out with you good people. I'm glad that y'all is around here. We is screaming on the green and the blue. We screaming on the green and the blue that's on the screen. Right there. Right there and right there. We round there with, we got 95 with the lights. 95 with the lights. Oh, and y'all please remember, go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com. Look. The biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world, Craig, for real. Jesus. In the world, Craig. I'm trying to tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I'm gonna lie to you for? Everything's Willie Poor, nothing's third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. If you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, because we have multiple fragrances going on around at a Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com. Appreciate y'all. Let's go on and get into a little something, man. What them lights look like? At 97, but we ain't really focusing on the lights. I'm just looking at it because the number is real high. Hey, since you're at 97, we might as well just hit 100 before I start, right? Come on, people. Help a player out. Get a player over 100. Since you're right there, I didn't even have to beg for it. But I ain't too proud to beg, though. You say, Willie, I have ops. Ops never reported my jury payments. He say, I have gone at least 5 times. You was lying to me. You done been to jury duty 5 times? You need to start going live or something. Well, hell, you can't because they don't want it to be recorded or something like that right there. But you might need to bring a recorder. Give yourselves a pat on the back of y'all that made it over 100 by 26 after the hour. Damn it. But if I ever go on like the jury duty, I want to be on like a high profile case. So even if I'm not getting paid a lot, I'm gonna have me a book deal. I'm gonna have me a book deal. I'm gonna be back there crying and shit like that right there. I'm gonna be telling my childhood stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? When we supposed to be coming up with a decision and stuff like that, and be acting like I had done been through the struggles of whatever the trial is about and all that stuff. Listen. Still trying to find a way to get rich. You know what I'm saying? I do think me being on the thing, since I am popular, since I am a celebrity, you know, I do believe that somebody would give me like a book deal or something like that right there. And or I don't need no book deal. I'm gonna sell my shit on Amazon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you say Willie needs a GoFundMe for prescription glasses. Got to be more careful. Y'all, let's go on and jump into a little something. Shout out to D for the $4 cash app. I appreciate that right there. I'm going to put this beautiful snow sister up here on the screen. But she mixed. I don't think that she is one of our white queens. She is one of our lighter hue Hispanic queens out here. We have a family moving to Milwaukee, then got scammed out of an apartment and now homeless. I meant to check this story out, but I didn't have a chance to check it out. But since it's on the screen, let's go ahead and watch it together. Let's watch it together and see what happened and see where the pitfalls at. Go ahead.
A family of 6 with one more on the way just moved to Milwaukee.
Family of 6. I didn't watch this yet, but a family of 6. I'm hoping it's a man, woman, and 4 children, and with one on the way. Go ahead.
A family of 6 with one more on the way just moved to Milwaukee, and now they're homeless after they say they fell for an apartment scam. 12 News' Emily Pofall joining us live near 65th in Oklahoma. Emily, that family says that the address the scammer gave them does not exist.
Whoa.
Right, Deanna, and we went house to house here on the block in this neighborhood looking for the address ourselves with no luck. The family says they just moved here from Missouri and they were set to start work in the city this month, but they say they didn't know that the address was fake until they already sent the scammer a $1,200 security deposit. When Mary Kafuka moved back home to Milwaukee from Missouri,
A family of 6 and one on the way. So that would mean 7. Why would they give us a picture of a single mama with 4 kids, right? Single mama with 4 kids. Hold on.
with her fiance, 4 kids, and a baby on the way.
Okay, so she do got a fiance, but why would they show us a single mama? Oh, that's so disrespectful.
Her fiance, 4 kids, and a baby on the way.
I'm due in January.
She thought it'd be a fresh start in a dream apartment.
A 4-bedroom on the south side, 65th in Oklahoma.
Kafuka found the place on Facebook from a woman called Miss Allie. Miss Allie claims to run a rental business helping at-risk mothers find stable housing.
This is like our last source of income.
Kafuka paid the $1,200 security deposit, but on move-in day...
So we went looking for the house, and the address, like the location, did not match.
There was no home. And Miss Allie...
She stopped answering and even responding to my messages. My hard-earned money I worked for, that you took from me and my family and left us with nothing.
We tried contacting Miss Allie Wednesday.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable.
But got no answer. Kafuka's been couch surfing, trying friends, family, a hotel. Now she's out of options.
Do you know where you're going to stay next?
No, I don't. I mean, I do know that there's shelters out here, so that's going to be my next move.
How are the kids doing?
I mean, my daughter's asking questions. It's just hard. I mean, my kids, they're small, so they really don't understand, but it's just a lot.
You definitely feel for that family. Emily, did the family ever call police?
Yeah, Kafuka filed a police report and she says she wants the scammer arrested and charged. She also says she's going to try and get her money back in small claims court. In the meantime, Deanna, though, she has no idea where she and her fiance and their children will be staying tomorrow night.
It's definitely a tough situation there. Emily Pofall reporting live for us in Milwaukee.
Man, I ain't even watched this damn story. Man. Shout out to T Lee for the $2 super chat. I see. I guess they never heard of Google Maps. I don't. I've lived in multiple states, at least like 5 or 10. You know what I'm saying? And every time I've moved to like another state, it's for some reason I always visited. I've always went and looked at the place that I'm gonna live in. I've always went and looked at the place that I was gonna live in. You could have just gave me an address, and now the address doesn't exist. So you mean to tell me that y'all coming from another state, you was given an address, but the address don't exist? You ain't got the thing called a phone. You didn't Google map shit. You like you didn't see what the street looked like on the map. You didn't. So y'all had to use the map to get the navigation to get to this address. And when you pulled up the map, like you didn't zoom in to see, okay, once I exit here, what's around the area, like what stores is in like the neighborhood, what schools is in the neighborhood, because that's a good way to use the map. If you're trying to move some damn well, you can see what's in the surrounding, what's in your surrounding area on the map. Y'all ain't do none of that. Y'all know this broke bit. Y'all know that this mother, this loving mother, is pregnant again. Do y'all know that she's now, I want y'all to understand, she's looking for shelter and all that shit right there. She also has no money. She also has no money. She got a whole fiance, pregnant again. So in my none of them children right there is his. None of those children right there is his. I am guessing that none of those is his. She's pregnant now with a new fiance. She was from Milwaukee. Yeah. No. They moved. They from Missouri. They left Missouri and went to Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, Deanna, and we went house to house here on the block in this neighborhood looking for the address ourselves with no luck. The family says they just moved here from Missouri and they were set to start work in the city this month.
And from Missouri. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $1 cash app. Say the educated mammies make great decisions.
They say they didn't know that the address was fake until they...
How you don't know the address is fake? All right, watch this. Well, obviously, the woman had to be scamming, but showing them pictures, right? Have the pictures of the place that they supposed to be moving in. She said a 4-bedroom or something like that right there. Pictures of the places that they moving in, right? What do you mean? If you would have typed in the address, it would have shown you on the map that's not where you...
Already sent the scammer a $1,200 security deposit.
You should have already knew there was a problem for a 4-bedroom and all the person want is $1,200. We in 2025. I want y'all to understand. She said a 4-bedroom in 2025. She believed that the only thing that you have to pay is a security deposit. Landlords want first, last, and security. You may get away with just security and first, but for the most part, they want 3. You paid $1,200. So if you paid the $1,200 deposit, you also telling us that a 4-bedroom is $1,200. Y'all, is rent cheap like that in Milwaukee? Cause she said something else.
When Mary Kafuka moved back home to Milwaukee from Missouri with her fiance, 4 kids, and a baby on the way.
Glad that you're saying that right there. You say if they called the post office, would they tell them it's a good address? Do you know that if you was to change your address, especially if you do it online, you have to type in the address that you're trying to change it to. It'll let you know that that place isn't like a house. Like if the place doesn't exist, then the address won't exist when you're trying to do a change of address through the post office.
I'm doing January.
She thought it'd be a fresh start in a dream apartment.
Fresh start, dream apartment. These is the pictures. Thought it was a fresh start, dream apartment.
A 4-bedroom on the south side, 65th in Oklahoma.
Kafuka found the place on Facebook from a woman called Miss Allie.
Miss Allie out here scamming other women. Women kind of sort of make the best scammers because people don't believe that women is scamming. that women is scammers. Nah, they don't believe that women is liars. Believe all women.
Miss Allie claims to run a rental business helping at-risk mothers find stable housing.
This is like our last source of income.
Kafuka.
Our last source of income. We ain't got no more money. We ain't got no more money. So we finna move from Missouri to Milwaukee. We gave $1,200, so all they had was gas money. We have no idea where we finna stay. None. She did a whole interview by herself, spoke about a fiance, not a picture of the fiance.
Paid the $1,200 security deposit, but on move-in day,
So we went looking for the house, and the address, like the location, did not match.
there was no home. And Miss Allie,
She stopped answering and even responding to my messages.
Shout out to Miss Allie for getting over. Can we just do that right there? Shout out to Miss Allie for getting over. Yeah, she called it a dream apartment, not a house. Why is a 4-bedroom apartment your dream? You could reach your dreams, you can reach your goals if you stop having all them damn children.
Hard-earned money I worked for that you took from me and my family and left us with nothing.
we tried contacting
Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Ladies, when y'all be like this right here, y'all be embarrassing. Y'all be so embarrassed. And especially, I'm gonna say it, especially when y'all be darker hues. Women, especially when y'all darker hue sisters. I don't give a damn how educated that they say that y'all is. It don't matter, man. The decision making is horrible. Y'all, yeah. All right, y'all got more degrees than black men. Got it. Strange that y'all is broker than black men. The men who don't have those degrees. The men who don't even go to college, but how the hell y'all be making these decisions though? My heart be wanting to go out to y'all, but I just be having to keep my heart in. My heart be trying to go out. Come on back in. Because they're going to abuse your heart, pimp. Do not do it. Do not do it. This is a horrible. Thought y'all was smarter than a 5th grader. What is we doing? Hold on, I got to get that down. That's the wrong one. This is really, really stupid. Let me refresh this, what we got. But that's your life. Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. Why would they do that? Is that them? Oh, guess what they did, y'all? Let me show y'all what they had done did with that story. Watch this. Oh, sugar. Oh, baby girl. What did they do? You can't respond. Got to be more careful. What do you mean we can't respond? Why should we? Shouldn't we be able to respond so we can like give her help and stuff like that right there? Oh, speaking of help, let's go on around. Let's see if we got one. They did not speak of one. So we got to just go ahead and do our own investigation. Family of 6, we scammed out of $1,200. Now they is completely broke. Somebody need their head whooped. But anyway, so I clicked on it and it's a Facebook link, but the Facebook link have comments. Let's see what's on the Facebook link comments, because this is the picture that they put up. Oh, sugar, single mama sugar. Yeah. This is how they garner sympathy and empathy right there. That picture garners sympathy and empathy. Family moving to Milwaukee, scammed out of apartment, left homeless. A Missouri family of 6 with a baby on the way is homeless after being scammed out of $1,200. That right there creates sympathy. You say, if we compared female degrees to men trade license, who would have more? I would say women. I would say women would have more because there's more women and women is more prone to higher education. A lot of dudes just want to just work. Like a lot of us, we really don't want to be sitting back in class after high school, whether it's trade school or college. We really don't want to do all that right now. We just want to get out here and grind and grind and grind and grind. You know what I'm saying? So I would still give that to women as far as the diplomas and shit. Well, degrees and stuff like that. They will have more. Why don't I just ask my AI Lala? Do black women have more degrees than black men have trade certificates? Comparing degrees earned by black women and trade certificates earned by black men, the data suggests that black women are more likely to earn college degrees, bachelor's and higher, than black men are to earn trade certifications. Black women has consistently outperformed black men in higher education, earning the majority of bachelor's, master's, doctorate degrees awarded to black students. In fact, young black women are significantly outpacing black men in college degrees attainment. According to the Pew Research Center, roughly 38% of young black women hold college degrees compared to just 26% of black men. Oh, I thought that they was really beating men like that right there. It's just almost it's a 12% difference. Y'all hold all these degrees and y'all have less money than men. What does the degree matter if your ass ain't got no money? The degree don't mean nothing if you ain't got that paper. But anyway, let's see. Really quick, read a few of these because it's 44 past the hour. Couldn't even make it to the city before being scammed. He said, get ready, guys. He said, I almost got scammed last summer by someone posing as a landlady in West Alleys. Only thing that saved me backside was doing some research. Came to find out that her phone number had 3 different names connected to it in 3 different states. After I asked her about it, she got all upset, was yelling, and stated that she didn't have time to do a face-to-face meeting. These days, you got to protect your backside. So listen, yes, if anything, y'all please do a face-to-face. Please do a face-to-face and record the face-to-face. Jesus. We ran into this 3 times when we first moved to Georgia and were looking to rent there. There are red flags to watch for. One of the most obvious are when they tell you that they are out of town, but you can send them the down payment without even meeting face to face. We ran checks to see who actually owned the property, and in one instance, we were able to contact the actual owner and let them know that their property was posted for rent. They had no idea it was. Do your homework. It happens a lot. All right, so sad. I hated this happening, yada, yada, yada. He say, is there a GoFundMe set up for this family? He say, if you're ever in this situation, you need to know the owner of the property. Call the city, the county assessor's office, who keeps a record of who's paying the property taxes. If a matter of, it's a matter of public record. He say, please don't come to Milwaukee. You will regret it. She been doing this for years, and she been acting like she owned these houses. Wow, this is sad. It is really, really sad that you good people is not doing y'all damn due diligence. It is really, really sad that y'all getting scammed. It's really, really sad that y'all getting scammed. Especially the scams to where the property does not exist. Now that is just really, really deep. And I don't see a GoFundMe, y'all. I don't see a GoFundMe. That's why I'm long talking y'all real quick. You say when Mary Kopaloka, Kopahookah. Hold on. Let me just go to the Fund Me real quick, and then we're going to move right along. Don't even worry about it. But as y'all is round here, go ahead on and give a player a thumbs up and a share button. Player a thumbs up and a share button. Let me go ahead on and paste her name. Let's see what we get. You is lying to me. You is lying to me. Support Mary's family in crisis. You say, Willie, these people aren't getting scammed. They just not smart. I can believe that. It just makes no sense. Like, this shit is common sense. It's just like you said, like, so you just not going to Google the shit? Like, you really just not going to Google where you is transporting your family. Do y'all even understand, like, if y'all go out of state, like, on a vacation and you set up a vacation spot, what do y'all do before it's time to go on vacation? Like, if y'all going to, like, Jamaica or to the Bahamas or something, or Hawaii or something, what would you do before you get on the plane and or the boat to get to your destination? We would typically go on Google, look at the area. We would look at more pictures, and we would do all this stuff before it's time to go on vacation. Now, won't we? But when it's time to move you and your family, you don't do it. Oh, she's slow as hell. Oh, I just realized that. Listen, if you all would like to support Mary's family that's in crisis, please go to GoFundMe, support Mary's family. They asking for $1,200. That's the goal, because she only wants the money back that she was scammed for. She got $1,355. Why would you just ask for $1,200? My name is Mary, and me and my family ran into an unfortunate situation. Upon moving to Milwaukee from Missouri, we ran into a young lady who promised to assist with housing and took my security deposit I paid her. This left me and my family without a house and nowhere to go. Since then, we have had to use all of our resources we came with to get by. Any assistance will help with getting a house and the necessities we need. Thanks for caring, or thank you for caring. If y'all would like to support Mary and her family in crisis, y'all go to GoFundMe to support Mary and her family in crisis. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of it. It ain't need much, too much more. I can, Move right along. Move right along. I got one for y'all. Imagine this right here. We have a accused rapist. In Texas. Accused rapist in Texas. He seeks to change the restrictions to be around children. We have a player who have been accused of rape. A player accused of rape wants the restrictions lifted so he can be around children. Let's see. Let's look at it. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's serious. That's why there are bond conditions.
Okay. Come on.
Enfamil neuro.
Come on with the Enfamil when I was just talking about breastfeeding. Remember, I was just talking about breastfeeding. Need to come on back. Damn. Now they want to persuade you with the Enfamil. Got to be more careful. They wrong for that. Hold on, let me back it up. Here we go.
Well, it's serious. That's why there are bond conditions.
In Operation Crime and Justice, continuing coverage on a national man accused of chasing down 3 teenage girls and raping them at gunpoint. Local judge already agreed to lower his bond, and now he's asking for the conditions to be changed, including allowing him to be around children while he waits for trial.
How you run down 3 chicks and grape all of them? How does that work? Run down 3 chicks. So that means they was outside. Go ahead, though.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar live downtown after speaking to a victim's advocate about this case. Karen?
The man accused is currently not in jail. Instead, he was given bond conditions. His attorney is hoping to change those restrictions, giving him more freedom. But a victim advocate tells me doing so would be dangerous.
DeJuan Moore is asking for leniency in his bond restrictions after being let out of jail. Verna Wyatt is a victim rights advocate.
I don't think letting somebody who chased down a group of girls and sexually assaulted them is a safe person.
Moore is accused of aggravated rape, aggravated assault, and kidnapping of 3 teenage girls, 2 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old.
Stop. Hell no. Yeah, damn it. He's 23. He's 23. 2 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old? Come on, dog.
And a 15-year-old. Metro Police say it happened November of last year. They say Moore was at a gas station, asked the girls to a party, and they said no, then chased them down behind this Dollar General on Lafayette Street.
So that means that they was walking in the community. He chased them down behind the Dollar General. Behind the Dollar General.
Down behind this Dollar General on Lafayette Street. According to this police report, Moore forced the 17 and 15-year-old at gunpoint to perform sex acts on him in the roadway. Officers say the third victim called police. Moore was arrested. Since then, a judge reduced Moore's bond, setting these conditions: GPS monitoring, house arrest, and stay away from all minors, including the victims.
Those 3 safeguards are protecting the public. They need to stay in place.
But now Moore's attorney wants to...
So that also means that the way that she's speaking, that she have already made him guilty before the trial. She's made him guilty before he's even convicted. I thought it was supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. She's already confirmed that he's guilty.
Remove some of those safeguards, like allowing him to be around minors and his family and his girlfriend's children.
Okay. All right. He wants to be able to be around the minors in his family and his girlfriend children. How he supposed to be with his little Lala and his little Lala got kids? And do y'all believe that because somebody will grape a kid that they will do it to their own kids in their family, you know, or even their own kids? Do y'all think that that's like an automatic? He did it to a stranger, so he'll do it to his own? Do y'all think?
Ages 14 and 7.
Well, if
his girlfriend kids is 14 and 7. His girlfriend kids are 14 and 7. As we know of now, there's been no complaint about his girlfriend kids. So do y'all think that he'll do it to them?
And 7.
Well, if he is a sex offender and he's around those children, he's going to be tempted to relapse into that behavior.
She said if he is a sex offender, remember she's speaking on it as if he's already a sex offender without being convicted. But if he is a sex offender, he may relapse. He may relapse by being around the people who he has been around before these charges came up. He may relapse. No. He's been around those kids and around kids in his own family, but he may relapse though. Got it.
The reason listed is because it, quote, has led to confusion and emotional strain for the children and his girlfriend. Another condition change would be to allow Moore to go to work to pay back his family and girlfriend. Wyatt says that would be a risk to public safety.
So now you can't work? He's out on bond. He out on bail. He's waiting on trial date. So he's not going to be able to work? I don't understand if player got bills.
Pay back his family and...
What if the girls is lying?
Girlfriend. Wyatt says that would be a risk to public safety, despite supervision. We called Moore's attorney, but didn't hear back. Wyatt hopes the judge does not grant these changes.
According to the DA's office, Moore is set to be in court next week, Wednesday. We will keep you updated. Reporting live in downtown, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News. Your
court is next week. Now, this happened behind the Dollar General. Behind the Dollar General should have these things called cameras. So this should be like an easy case, right? Because it should be on camera. It literally should be on camera. If they was chased, whether we get to see the sexual acts or not, if they was chased, that should be on the camera, right? If they ran out of video coverage, but we saw them running, that should, hold some type of weight. At least he chased them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, They say that he had done great 2 of them, but one of them called the police. So that means he didn't grape 3. That's what they said. That's what they said. But they showed us the paperwork. Hold on. They showed us this paperwork. November the 24th, attacking involving 3 teen girls, 2 17-year-olds and 1 15-year-old. But then they say that he actually did something to 2 of them, and one of them called
girls, 2 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old. Metro Police say it happened November of last year. They say Moore was at a gas station, asked the girls to a party, and they said no, then chased them down behind this Dollar General on Lafayette Street. According to this police report, Moore forced the 17 and 15-year-old at gunpoint to perform sex acts on him in the roadway.
Forced them to perform. Hold on. Victims 1 and 2 exited the vehicle. So what they mean? Hold on. Me, I'm thinking that he chased them down. Yeah, and he did it in the roadway. I am thinking chased down that they was on foot. Oh, they wasn't on foot, y'all. I'm just paying attention. The defendant jumped out of his vehicle and yet, hold on. Here, we got to start at the top then. Oh, damn it, I thought I had it up on the screen for you. I'm so sorry. I just saw this. Apparently 2:30 a.m. This happened 2:30 in the morning? The defendant, Dejon Moore, I guess the A Moore, drove behind the juvenile female victim 1, 2, and 3, who were all in their vehicle. The victims' ages were 17, 15, and 17, respectively. What does that mean when people say respectively? I have been trying to find like the definitions and trying to use the shit like in a sentence, and I still do not understand why people use the term respectfully. The defendant then aggravatingly, aggressively flashed his high beam headlights, trying to get them to pull over. Alarmed, the juveniles pulled their vehicle over. The defendant jumped out of his vehicle and yelled for the juveniles to exit the vehicle while the victims, when the victims did not immediately exit their vehicle and tried to drive away, the victim pointed his handgun at them and threatened to shoot if they did not stop and exit the vehicle. Reluctantly, victims 1 and 2 exited the vehicles while victim 3 remained in the back seat. After the 2 juveniles exited the vehicle, the defendant forced them to perform on him on the roadway. This offense occurred in Davidson County, Tennessee. I'm thinking that they was on foot. Respectively means in the order seen or with or written or heard. In the order seen or written or heard. He said, I am 40 and handsome, respectfully. That's what's up. I just been trying to figure it out. I have been trying to figure out that doggone word. So they was in the car. Buddy pulled behind them and flashing the high beams. They pulled over because they're teenagers. They don't know no damn better. They just gonna pull over. 2:30 in the morning though. Man, move right along. I ain't gonna get much of it. Decisions. That clearly made sense to them. Let's pull over somebody flashing lights. Really? It wasn't like no Christmas lights. No. It wasn't no Christmas trees. It wasn't the police. No. Why would it be the police? Nope. We have a bond that has been denied. Hold on. Damn, it's 8 o'clock. Here, we got to do this main real quick. Let's go ahead on and do this right here. So I'm guessing that this is pretty much like an update. It's like an update from, again, what happened in Cincinnati. Cincinnati Brawl, remember that right there? Well, we have arrested a sixth suspect. The one person who I was saying to myself, so you mean to tell me that they ain't gonna like press charges on that person when we can clearly see that that person did something, assaulted somebody? I guess they proved me wrong.
Those are the words of the woman who is known as Holly. She was the woman who was knocked out in those now infamous videos of a downtown Cincinnati fight from nearly 2 weeks ago. She spoke out today as part of a news conference held by Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno.
Meanwhile, the sixth person police were looking for in connection to the fight is now under arrest. Aisha Devon was processed at the Hamilton County Justice Center just this morning, but this may not be the end of potential charges being brought against people in this brawl.
We continue our live team coverage of both events today and where the city goes from here. David Winter starts us off this evening from the Justice Center. David.
That sixth suspect currently in jail behind me at the Hamilton County Jail. CPD says that its fugitive apprehension unit picked her up today. They also say that this investigation remains ongoing and there still may be more arrests coming. Police made the sixth arrest this morning just before 9 a.m. She is Aisha Devon, 26 years old, appears to be from or at least recently lived in Walnut Hills. She's charged with felonious assault and aggravated riot. Devon does have past arrest for theft. We believe that police are charging Devon because they believe she is the woman in white seen in this video stomping on one of the victims on the ground. The video from the brawl-turned-beating shows what happened Saturday, July 26th at 3 a.m.
That's the one who got her hair snatched out. They got her wig pulled.
That police are charging Devon because they believe she is the woman in white seen in this video stomping on one of the victims on the ground. The video from the brawl-turned-beating shows what happened Saturday, July 26th at 3 a.m. outside a bar called Love on 4th at 4th and Elm downtown.
Remember, I had done said that she didn't even have to do what she had done did. Like, wasn't nothing happened. Nothing happened to her, but she just decided to go ahead on and jump on into something.
Police said that they had charged 6 suspects, and now they have picked up all 6, all of them being African-American, part of the group that had been gathered outside the bar.
Not pointing out that they was African-American. Shut up.
A one-on-one fight, as I'm a trained martial arts and ex-boxer myself, yeah, but not being attacked by 15 to 20 scumbag lowlifes, whatever. No, that part is wrong.
You meant to call them niggers. You meant to call them niggers, but you know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep your job. Go ahead, say it again.
But not being attacked by 15 to 20 scumbag lowlifes, whatever. No, that part is wrong.
Several people at today's city council meeting spoke about the brawl and the city's response to it. Most of those who spoke upset that none of the people in the Caucasian group, especially the ones seen on video slapping a black man, had been charged or arrested.
I still have not seen a clear video of the white man slapping the black man. I didn't see that yet. I don't. Go ahead.
None of the people in the Caucasian group, especially the ones seen on video slapping a black man, had been charged or arrested.
You have a white man who started the racism, spewing racial slurs and slapping a black man, and he still has not been charged. I am ashamed of you all.
We spoke with the vice mayor about the frustrations, and she shares them.
Personally, I expect him to be arrested, for sure. The message that we received was everybody who's responsible for this brawl will be brought to justice.
But she says people need to be patient.
While it doesn't look good, I think we have to trust the system. We have to trust our police to go through their investigation to be successful. Right. Sometimes when you rush to do something before you have enough, you end up losing the case.
Okay, so black folks, y'all gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait. But listen. We ain't wait to get y'all. We ain't wait to get you filthy animals. We did not wait on y'all, but we gonna have to wait on damn it to get our light of you, brother.
The woman arrested this morning is due in court tomorrow morning for her bond hearing. We, of course, will be there as well. Incidentally, the grand jury report is due by Friday. By then, we should know which suspects are getting charged with what. Paula?
All right, thank you, David. The full council approved $2 million in funding that could be spent on recruitment of police officers from other departments, as well as to beef up security through overtime. A resolution has also been passed accepting a grant for up to $6.25 million.
Don't care about none of that. Care about none of that right there. Damn it, I had one more to go with that one right there, if I'm not mistaken. Where the little mom at? Cause she was in court. She was in court right here. Hold on.
Do you know what's really fun?
Doggone commercial. We don't need commercials. We need some more thumbs up though. We need
Hey,
some more
we're
thumbs
Howard.
up.
Thank you so much. The sixth suspect in that downtown viral violence appeared before a judge this morning.
Aisha Devon faces numerous charges. WLWT News 5's Danielle Tindak was in the courtroom and brings us the latest on the investigation. Danielle.
Stephen, so far 6 people are arrested and charged in this case, and now all 6 have been before a judge. Devon is accused of assaulting 2 different people. This is her inside the arraignment earlier today. She's charged with 2 counts of felonious assault and 1 count of aggravated riot.
Little slim thick, she know how to kick a bitch in the head when they be down.
She's charged with 2 counts of felonious assault and 1 count of aggravated riot. Prosecutors say the first victim was a woman who was knocked unconscious, going on to add that Devon and others hit the woman in the face and head. We now know that woman who was assaulted is Holly, and we have been sharing updates.
So Holly done got hit multiple times, but we only saw Holly get hit one time. Holly is the white queen who looked dead from the one hit. And shout out to this baby out for having tattoos on her face and her neck. I ain't saying people tattoos on their face and necks is bad. People just like to go out on the point out tattoos on their face and neck. Bam.
On her injuries. Here's what we know about the second victim Devon is accused of assaulting.
And then the other one was a male victim where she repeatedly kicked, stomped him while he was on the ground. Judge, these are significant acts of violence. I know the court is aware of this situation. Looking at her record, it does appear that she has 2 felony convictions for theft. It looks as if at some point there was a capias that was issued, possibly maybe on a probation violation as well.
Oh, she bad.
Now, Devon was given a $300,000 bond. Her case will be presented to a grand jury on the 18th. Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
And Danielle, let's talk more about the investigation. What's going on there?
Yes, Stephen, we're told that this is very much still an ongoing investigation. Like I mentioned, as of right now, only 6 people are charged in this case. Chief Thigi said that she does expect more charges and arrests to be forthcoming. Now, Chief Thigi also telling us last week that there was video about this situation, whether it's security or police body-worn camera. That was supposed to be presented to us sometime probably this week. That's from the chief herself. I've asked numerous times to the police department this week when that video will be released. I'm told this is still an ongoing investigation, so no timeline on that either.
We'll continue to wait. Danielle Dindak live for us downtown. Danielle, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
That's what's up. Hell, little mama got a little background. Look at her. Hell, she probably a baby mama. She probably a baby mama out here. One of them players probably done peed in that baby. She still got her edges. So she still, you know what I'm saying. She got it look a little thin. It look a little thin though. But she still got it, though. We really ain't tripping. I guess we got to wait until we get our lighter hue brother arrested and be detained and his arraignment comes so we can see what there's going to do with him. But like I was trying to tell our dark hue people who was out here tussling and bustling, y'all going to go to jail. Listen. The vice president said something. Y'all had gonna go to jail. You was a bunch of niggers, and you need to be put in your place. You bunch of fucking monkeys. Gotta be more careful. That's how they be talking about y'all. They be wanting to call you little monkeys and all that fly stuff right there, but they can't. Trying to keep their job and trying to keep sales up. You know what I'm saying? And you do not want to destroy sales. We don't want to do that right there out here in these streets, because a lot of y'all live in our lighter hue players apartments and homes and stuff. So, they want to keep y'all as tenants too. Now, they mad at you, but not that mad. You know what I'm saying? We at least got to keep getting our money. Anyway, move right along. I ain't going to eat much. Now, who is this right here? Oh, I Y'all new around here, man. Subscribe. Y'all tell somebody about the player. Oh, and if y'all missed me saying it earlier today, and I think it was a day or two ago, this is the last week. Hell, tomorrow is the last. It will be the last midday news show. Tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow is Friday, ain't it? STD Friday, the last one of the season. We just got to go back to the night shift. We got to go back to the night shift. And I need y'all support. Here. We got Cash App, Super Chat, like, share, subscribe, membership, PayPal, Patreon, Pleasant Candles, Gofundme, and more. You know what I'm saying? I need you. Mm-hmm. Need you. Let's go on and do something. Like this right here. You say, Willie, you missed the day. You say we need a makeup. I was thinking about it. A makeup on Saturday. I'm not sure. Hell, I did one last Saturday. I think I did one last. Yeah, I did one last Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do one this Saturday because I'm trying to get a whole bunch of things done. I've been running, my elbows dirty and all that fly shit. So I've been out here hustling and bustling, trying to get it together. We have a mother and a son. Who has been charged in a fatal Milwaukee home invasion. A mother and a son done a home invasion. You is lying to me. Here we go.
A 70-year-old man beaten to death in his home and then robbed.
Prosecutors say the people responsible are a mother and a son. Both are now charged. Stephanie Quirk with the new movement in the case tonight.
It was just after midnight on April 25th when police were called to Plymouth Apartments and made a grisly discovery.
Did this all occur in an apartment or house in a complex, correct?
Yes, sir.
Investigators say officers discovered a 70-year-old man face down on the floor, beaten to death in an apartment. Another person, the victim's nephew, was also inside the apartment. He told detectives he woke up to a man yelling, quote, "Don't move, don't even think about it." Seconds later, he says that man started beating his uncle. But prosecutors say he also said that man was not alone.
The felony was probably committed by Mr. Taylor.
Prosecutors say Melanie Taylor was there while her son, Isaiah Taylor, beat the 70-year-old man to death.
Just call her Mel. Nah, Melody is what they call her, like, at work. We just gonna call her Mel, you know what I'm saying? Mel don't have a face like a home invasion. She's like, she ain't got like that home invasion face.
Say Melanie Taylor was there while her son, Isaiah Taylor, beat the 70-year-old man to death. Shortly after, investigators say the two took off with the victim's phone and TV. Surveillance video showed the pair.
They stole a phone and a TV. In 2025, a phone and a TV?
Arriving at the apartment shortly before the deadly home invasion. Minutes after, it shows them both leaving, but this time they're carrying a large TV.
There were prints recovered on this television set, correct?
Yes, sir. It was 2 prints that were Isaiah Taylor's.
Okay.
Monday, prosecutors also charged Taylor's mother in connection to the crime.
First is the same count in the complaint, felony murder.
Melanie Taylor remains in jail on a $75,000 bond.
Stephanie Quirk reporting Isaiah Taylor had been wanted in connection to this crime since May. Police in Oregon arrested him last month, and he is now heading to trial on charges of felony murder and armed robbery.
Mayor, cell phones, TVs. They say a very large television. So we're going to go with like a 65, maybe a 75 inch. How much is a 65 inch TV at Walmart right now? Jesus. They're going for $220. Walmart got a Hisense for $295 right now. 65 class 4K. Jesus. I can't. How much is a 75 inch? You know, because we're curious. A 75 inch is going for $448 right now. So they probably had got like a 50 inch TV. 50 inches going for $178. Bitch, and that's our own. That's our own 50-inch. It's a 4K. Male. You let your son. You should have told, go take that damn TV back. We don't need no damn TV. TV's cheap. Y'all supposed to have like 6, 7 TVs in your crib by now, man. What is we doing with our lives, y'all? What is we doing with our lives? I don't know, but anyway, move right along. Ain't gonna be much hold you. These are the decisions that we out here making in these streets. And then we will still probably be out here saying, it's the white man, because it is the white man who got us down the way that we down. It's all the white man. It ain't never us. Never us. Don't you ever blame yourself for the situation that you in. What type of black person are you? Do that to yourself. This is just stupid. We have bond that has been denied in a dark-hued sister who is accused of killing a South Fulton police captain in a head-on crash. How, and all the people who you can run into, all the people you can run into in a head-on crash, all the people who you could have ran into while you was on that good liquors, you ran into a captain. You know good as hell well bond was going to be denied.
With breaking news.
She knew that shit. Makes no sense.
The family of a fallen South Fulton police officer facing his suspected killer in court. I'm Rick Fulbaum. Santoria McLean is accused of driving head-on into Captain Helio Anthony Garcia's police car back in April. Atlanta News First reporter Sarah Hammond joins us live from the Fulton County Courthouse, where, Sarah, the judge has just denied McLean bond.
That's right. The judge said based on the evidence that he has seen, there was, quote, no way he was granting McLean bond. He made that decision after hearing from Garcia's family and the prosecution. Now, prosecution says McLean was driving 98 miles per hour in a 45 zone with double the legal blood alcohol content in her system when she collided with Garcia around 11 o'clock that night. The prosecution told the judge and the courtroom full of South Fulton police officers that she's a danger to the community. And her attorney, the defense, argued that because that crash left her in a wheelchair, she cannot get the proper medical care she needs at the Fulton County Jail.
So the crash that she caused, she ended up being in the wheelchair. But sometimes, damn it, it's somebody's, the drinking and the drivers always tend to live. That's what's up.
Garcia's family, who did not want video of the crash shown again in the courtroom today, spoke about the kind of man he was and the hole this crash has left in their family.
Miss McLean broke the law by going over the speed limit, under the influence drunk, over the legal limits of the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
And she murdered my son.
The judge's decision not to grant bond was met with applause from those South Fulton police officers and Garcia's family in the courtroom, and he asked the clerk to schedule this trial on his next jury trial calendar to keep this process moving for this case. Live at the Fulton County Courthouse, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
My baby say, listen, man, I can't get the things that I need because I'm in the wheelchair behind the shit that I had done did. I can't get the proper, what did they say? That baby can't get the proper assistance needed or something?
Jail. Garcia's family wheelchair, she community. Right. And her attorney, the defense, argued that because that crash left her in a wheelchair, she cannot get the proper medical care she needs at the Fulton County Jail.
Is that something that the prosecution need to be like aware of or worried about or something like that right there? Is that any of their business? Which I don't care if you never walk. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we doing? I'm in a wheelchair. Y'all think that I don't feel bad? Something like that right there. I was on that Grey Goose and that doggone Hennessy. You don't never mix them two together. I had a blue iced tea and a Long Island iced tea. Yeah. Somebody put some fitting up. Baby, shit, that's what she should have said. Somebody spiked my damn drink. Somebody put that fentanyl in my drink. It could have helped. Move right along. I ain't gonna give much hold you. Listen, I'm showing y'all stuff because y'all should not be caught up in these types of situations. Do not be caught up in these types of situations. It's bad for your future. It's really, really bad for your future. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way because that's just stupid. We don't want to do nothing with that right there. One bun over. It's just sad. It just saddens me. Let's get her off the screen. Let's get her off the screen. We got a whole bunch of hers. All these was women's stories. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hold on. Trying to get this stuff out the way. But they all let's go back to this right here. Let's see what I get. Bam. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hit the thumbs up button. Woman beaten by speaks out after near death. Yada. They doing some damn it, I had these things lined up. I thought the new insight arrest, yada yada yada. Grand man killing. I must have did something different because I'm not seeing all my stuff I had up. Oh, all right. Bam. Oh, that's too long. We can't do that right there. That's too many minutes. School already. Got one for you. Got one. I thought.
Turn thinking about your back.
Now, why I don't see my good stuff that I be having up here waiting for y'all? But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this right here. School is in. School is in. Shout out to everybody who's in the cities and the states where school is in. Get rid of your children. Get rid of your children. And I hope that y'all done bought clothes and stuff like that right there so they can be fly at least on the first day of school. At least on the first day of school, your children's supposed to be fly. They're supposed to be waking up, but I'm going to kill them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be fresh to death out here in these streets. But anyway, we have a school. A school has lost a 6-year-old girl. Already, they just started school. They done lost a child.
The Clayton County family says they've lost confidence in the district school system to keep their daughter safe after they sent the district the 6-year-old walking in the community when she was actually a car rider.
They say they are more than grateful to the person who saw her wandering around and walked her safely back to school. Let's bring in Fox 5's Angelique Proctor live at the school with more on what the family says happened. Angelique.
Good evening to you both. Well, that first day of school excitement really took a nosedive for this Jonesboro family when they came here to the school on Monday to pick up their daughter. She wasn't here.
Things happened, and it was just one of the unfortunate things that happened back to back that was just, it killed us, basically.
Mom and Dad Kenyatta and Reginald Carroll are still trying to process a first day of school mix-up at Kilpatrick Elementary School that devastated them. The father says he was in the car rider line on Monday when he realized the staff at Kilpatrick Elementary School had no idea where A honor roll first grader Renaya Carroll was. He said he and his wife signed paperwork at the open house listing her as a car rider. Mom Kenyatta admits she lost it.
For a good 30 minutes to an hour, we didn't know where she was. And that feeling, I don't want another parent to feel. That was...
She admit that she lost it. Now listen, baby, we ain't tripping on you about losing it. That's what you supposed to have done did. You supposed to snap on every bitch out there about your baby.
The most horrible feeling ever.
The school don't know where she is, and I don't know where she is, so, that wasn't a good feeling.
So y'all 6-year-old ain't got no phone? What? Listen, I thought all 6-year-olds have like phones. I thought all kids in the daycare. I thought y'all got y'all kids in the daycare with iPhones and shit. You know what I'm saying? Obama iPhones or something. Shit, come on now. Is we slacking? Like if your kid is like in the first grade and your kid don't have a phone, is we failing as parents? I'm just saying. Yes, and that is a real family. They're a real family too. Oh, mama, daughter, child. That's how God wanted it to be. Yep.
That wasn't a good feeling.
Both parents say an unknown parent who apparently saw Renaya walking on dangerous Tara Road led her back to the school.
I can't wait to see her again. She definitely was an angel.
What? So, why y'all child was walking down the street though?
That could have went totally left field.
They say they reported the mix-up to Clayton County Police because Renaya was put on the wrong bus last year on the first day of school. But they say this time they've noticed improvements.
I see that they've been more strict about the bus line. They're making sure all the students are getting on the bus the right way, the right color, because they do everything by colors. The car rider line seems like it's flowing a whole lot better.
So last year they put your child on the wrong bus. This year they put your child on a bus. Then it wasn't supposed to be on the bus. Got to be more careful.
Now, we reached out to Clayton County Schools to get their reaction to all of this. They said in part, thanks to the actions of a good Samaritan, the student, who was just a short distance from campus, was promptly walked back toward the school. We are actively investigating the matter to review and reinforce our dismissal protocols with all school staff to prevent future occurrences.
Student wasn't that far away. She was great. You know what I'm saying? She was all good. You know, one of the good Samaritans had done, you know, found the saw, brought on back round to the school. You know, did she die though? Did the baby die though? Y'all all emotional and the baby ain't died. Did the baby get hurt? No. Make sure you bring your child back to school tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it right. Listen, eventually they will get it right. Eventually they will get it right. And it be times like this that I be wanting to let y'all know. I be wanting to try to tell y'all, but a lot of y'all would get like sensitive, shit like that right there. But I be hoping that y'all don't get sensitive, because I just be wanting y'all to understand this when I tell y'all this. It's best, like right at this moment, it's best for all parties to have insurance on the children. I understand you don't want your child to go missing. You don't want your child to be kidnapped and killed it out here in these doggone street. But at a time like this, imagine if the child did end up leaving Earth. Y'all gonna fall apart as parents. I get it. You know, the sad part is a lot of people, they can't fall apart because they have to do this thing called work. And they really don't have a chance to grieve as long as needed to grieve. See, right now, it may not be a good time to talk about life insurance when it comes down to the children, but there's never no good time to talk about life insurance when it comes down to the children. The worst time to talk about life insurance when it comes down to the children is after the children is gone. So at a time like this, if y'all as a family, y'all as a couple in the family, see this video, if y'all don't have insurance on your child, get some insurance on your child. If you don't have insurance on yourself, get insurance on yourself. I'm here to help. I'm trying to help. I do understand. Willie, don't nobody want to hear nothing about no damn insurance because we ain't trying to bury our kids. I get that right there, but what you going to do when you're trying to bury your kids? Just saying. Think about it. Think about it. Now, listen. The schools is not, what's the thing? Ain't nobody perfect, ain't y'all? Damn it, ain't that what y'all religious folks say? Ain't nobody perfect. So the schools ain't perfect. And the schools is ran by who? Human beings. Human beings is not perfect. And ain't y'all supposed to be giving grace? Y'all parents is supposed to be giving grace when these people lose y'all children. Huh? For some reason, we tend to forget what we want people to give to us at a time of need. I saw something else out here in these streets dealing with schools. Or was that on Buddy? Well, I think I can play it.
Download Life 360.
Download Life 360. That's what's up. I saw that parents. Wait. 8 women came forward. 8 women came forward last. What? Wait, you lying to me? I'm gonna hold this right here the next. Well. I'm gonna go on and do this right here. Oh, we can do this right here then. We can do this one. I can start off with this right here to show y'all a little something. Because this is back to school and we still talking about school, but I'm gonna have to go back and click on something else that I had just saw out here in these streets. Back to school. I didn't know this, but nearly 9,000 teachers in Pennsylvania has left the profession in 2024. That means the stuff that 9,000 people that went to college, 2 to 4 years. Hell, to be a teacher, you had to go to college for 4 years. To be a paraprofessional, I think it's 2 years, right? Something like that right there. So y'all don't waste it all of your phosphor. Those of you who have been to college know what phosphor is. You have wasted your phosphor, but those of you who have not been to college, maybe you don't know what it is. And phosphor is financial aid. So you don't waste all other people's money to go to school to not work in the field that you went to school for. Nearly 9,000 teachers done left the profession.
Here on KDK every day, we're going to be sharing special stories and segments in our morning and evening news, as well as on Pittsburgh Today Live and Talk Pittsburgh.
And tonight, we're tackling the topic of the national teacher shortage. KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan takes a look at the reasons behind it and what can be done to turn the tide.
Like a math problem on a final exam, the question of why teachers are leaving the profession is a complex one.
I'm like teaching phonics, teaching math, teaching literacy and writing, and trying to get the kids to move.
But unlike the exam, there's not one right answer to the problem.
She say that she teach phonics. They teach phonics in school? What is phonics? Phonics is a method of teaching reading that focuses on the relationship between the sounds and spoken language, and the letters or groups of letters that represents those sounds in written languages. Oh, that's what phonics is. So like hooked on phonics, a method of teaching people to read by correlating words with the sounds. Oh, so like duck. Like you say, like the word duck, and like you show a picture of a duck. All right. So, all right. All right, yeah. Oh, so everybody teach phonics then. All right, go ahead.
In our world, we have a ton of problems, and there's hardly ever one Band-Aid solution that'll work.
That's right.
Stagnant teacher salaries, poor working conditions, opportunities in higher paying careers, and a lack of support for new teachers are factors in the subtraction.
Why would I subject myself to this? Like, I can go work somewhere else and make about the same money and not have to deal with that.
Professor Edward Fuller teaches future teachers at Penn State Center for Education Evaluation and Policy Analysis.
You are so right. I could not even think about the word. But you thought about the word. You say, Willie thinking about ebonics. Yes. And I'm like, I was like thinking like, they teaching ebonics. I was thinking that it said ebonics, although I said phonics. Well, I was thinking about ebonics. See, this is why I be needing y'all, man. This is why I be needing y'all. We work so good together. I promise you. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead.
He also studies why people don't become teachers.
College has become increasingly expensive. When tuition goes up, now it's like, well, I'm going to go into a profession that doesn't pay great.
And why teachers leave. Last year, nearly 9,000 teachers left the profession in Pennsylvania, 7% of teachers working in the Commonwealth. And that's actually an improvement, because the year before, 9,500 left. And the number of newly certified teachers is nowhere near what it will take to replace them.
They lost in 2 years 18,500 teachers.
Wow. As 5,600 certifications were issued last year.
But there are so many obstacles, not just in Pennsylvania and in Pittsburgh, all over the country. Why would anybody want to be a teacher?
Yasim Dowsimer taught for more than a decade in New York City before moving to Pittsburgh in 2017. She eventually got a job teaching at an elementary school in Larimer, where she worked until 2022.
There's just not enough compensation for the amount that teachers have to do. I had kids who had learning disabilities.
Girl, don't you start crying and shit. No need to cry. You're not finna get paid more.
Health issues like diabetes, and parents needed support.
One stopgap measures.
That means you were dealing with inner city broke parents. Go ahead.
School districts are increasingly turning to, as shortages increase, is emergency certifications that don't require a teacher to have gone through a program or spent time as a student teacher.
We can flood schools with teachers. They won't teach very well, but we'll have more than enough teachers. And that's what we have now, right? In Pennsylvania, we have over 8,000 people on emergency permits, but they're not certified to teach.
Professor,
on emergency permits, that means substitute teachers. They have an influx of substitute teachers, just not the people who done the 4-year degrees. You know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, what was you just talking about the other day? You got to get a certified and take all these tests to become a teacher, and is it really worth it? I was just talking about that right there, wasn't it? You're absolutely correct.
Fuller says here in southwestern PA, our teacher shortage is not as bad as it could be.
Part of it is because nobody's moving to the western part, right? It's so it's easier. You don't have to find additional teachers on top of the ones you already have.
In Allegheny County, where there are more than 10,700 teachers, the Pennsylvania Department of Education estimates there's a shortage of 397.
How's the estimated of 397 teachers? I'm not a math wizard or nothing like that, but y'all lost 18,000 teachers last year. Well, within the 2 years. But their teacher shortage is 397.
3% of teachers on emergency permits. Compare that to Philly, where there's a shortage of nearly 3,600 teachers with nearly a quarter on emergency permits.
It looks really good compared to Philadelphia.
But not being Philly isn't enough to attract and retain teachers here. Dowsimer says beyond the baseline of better salaries, young teachers need more mentors and support.
How are we compensating and thinking about compensating teachers that want to coach younger teachers? How are we compensating younger teachers who are great leaders, grow quickly, and want to be a part of admin?
One approach is certifying more teachers, pay them while they're learning. Last year, lawmakers increased funding to $20 million to support more than 2,100 student teachers with $10,000 stipends. However, the state says more than 4,000 student teachers applied. Governor Shapiro proposed budget for 2025-26 would double the program's funding to $40 million. But the budget is still in front of the legislature, past its deadline by more than a month.
That's what I mean by we're not prioritizing education in this country. If we would see more for teachers to be able to get through these certification requirements, these things that cost money. We would see their salaries going up higher.
Fuller says...
Hell, we've been complaining about this shit for the long... Like, why is that something... Of course we don't care about education. But every year when the politicians come out, we talk about education and what we're going to do with education. Until they pay these people more money... Until they pay these people, until they pay these teachers more money. I don't even know why y'all trying to be a teacher. Y'all be with that. I just want to get back to the kids, bitch, but you can't pay rent. I just want to get back to the kids. Y'all work 10 months. I just want to get back to the kids. It's hard for y'all to do this thing called investing. I don't understand. But you're gonna get in debt. Oh, you're gonna get in debt to go to school to be a teacher. Some shit that don't even pay, and it's gonna take you it's gonna take you 45 years to pay back them little $20,000-$30,000. I'm just saying something. Makes no sense to me, and y'all be educated. Imagine y'all going to get the education and don't understand that it's a bad deal mathematically to get the education. He said it's not about education, it's about everybody in the country getting in line and playing the game. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a really, really good one right there. Now, I said I was going to back up because I saw something. I saw one that I was like,
ready to eat meal.
Hold on. Slow me down. I saw a little post about something. If around to find out. Bam, 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 bam. Can it still be there? I knew I should have pulled it from this doggone page I was just looking at. Because it was something that was really, really interesting. But I can't find it, so I got to move to something else. Yada, yada, yada. What else? Bam, not that one. So, okay, bam. Let's talk about rent. I am jumping around because this is news. This is news out here in the doggone street. We do not focus on one train of thought. That's not what we do. We see and we compare, contrast what's going on out here in the doggone street. I don't even know if I said that correct. Let me refresh real quick. We got 197 likes. Can we get over 200 before I continue? Can we get over 200 before I continue? Now, why would they do that like that? That ain't how you pull out a transmission. Should have pulled that transmission from the top. Oh, but he ain't got no hoist. That ain't gonna work. Can we get this thing? I need 200 thumbs up, man. Listen, shout out to Jay for the $4 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Damn, that was 30 minutes ago. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. We have 196 thumbs up. Somebody took their thumbs up back. Somebody took their thumbs up back. That's real petty. For that real petty. How you gonna take a thumbs up back? Hold on. Let's see if they gave it back to me. We at 199. We need to go ahead on and hit the 200 so I can keep it moving. Oh, I saw that right there. Let me refresh one more again to see if we at the 200. And somebody done took their thumbs up back. Y'all wow, boy, y'all petty as hell. Petty as hell. Damn it, you don't know your daddy. You don't know your daddy, and your mama is a whore. I'm trying to tell you that is real disrespectful. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made over 200. Damn it, I like it. Now, don't y'all take nothing back. If you take something back, yeah, gonna end up in hell. I'm trying to save souls. Trying to save souls. Anyway, move right along. Ain't gonna eat much of you. We have a Clayton County woman who is trying to pay her rent. She trying, damn it, here go that paper. I got it. Why you don't want my money? That's what she said. She said, but the landlord won't take her money. Why do y'all think a landlord won't take your rent money when landlords is in the business of collecting rent? Let's find out. Here we go.
A Clayton County woman says her property management company is threatening to evict her over a clerical error she claims they made. She contacted Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln, who was live outside the company's Atlanta office. Ashley, this woman says she's been trying to pay, but the company won't take her money.
Yeah, Linda, very frustrating for this woman. She says she's made multiple attempts to pay. Even when the company admitted they made a mistake, they placed her on a payment plan. But now she says she can't get any answers. We came down here to their office and no one came to the door.
She said that even when they recognized that they made a mistake, they put her on the payment plan. You said they recognized that they made a mistake and put her on the payment plan?
Admitted they made a mistake.
They admitted that they made a mistake?
They placed her on the payment plan, but now she says she can't get any answers. We came down here to their office and no one came to the door.
Why would I need to be on the payment plan if y'all say that y'all made a mistake? So that means I don't need to be on the payment plan, because if y'all made a damn mistake, I'm up to date with my rent. Is it just me? is it just me that I just came up with that real quick? Right? Am I wrong?
I just got a notice to vacate letter August 4th.
Shut that baby out. Shut that baby out. Oh, cutie, go ahead.
Got a notice to vacate letter August 4th.
Acacia Morton-Mack says she keeps receiving demand letters despite doing everything she can to stay in her home.
It's been very stressful.
She says the trouble started after her property management company, Mine Properties, made a clerical error that disrupted her rent payments. Morton-Mack says Mine failed to send required documents to the third-party rental loan company.
Mine never sent their ledger.
She signed up for the platform to split rent into 2 monthly payments, but in May and June, after submitting her payments, something went wrong. She says her payments were returned and the rental platform told her it was because Mine never submitted the paperwork. In this email, a Mine representative acknowledged the error and said they would investigate. Later, in a second email, Mine agreed to honor her split payment plan, allowing her to catch up with $500 payments.
I owe $1,405.
But since that July 23rd email, Morton-Mack says the company has gone completely silent, and now her payments aren't being processed through Mine's system.
I'm doing my best to make a living, and getting these roadblocks have been extremely stressful.
And Mack says she feels like her life is in limbo because since May, she's received multiple notices to vacate this property, all taped to her door.
I have proof that I made the payment on my end.
We reached out to Mine by email and even visited their Atlanta office, but have not received a response. And Morton-Mack says it's just simply bizarre that this company will not help her resolve this issue. In the meantime, she says she's reaching out to consider taking legal action in this matter. Reporting live tonight in Midtown, Ashley Lincoln.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
And to stay in her home.
It's been very stressful.
She says the trouble started after her property management company, Mine Properties, made a clerical error that disrupted her rent payments.
Made a clerical error that disrupted her monthly payments. Clerical error disrupted payments.
Morton Mack says Mine failed to send required documents to the third-party rental loan company.
Mine never sent their ledger.
She signed up for the platform to split rent into...
She signed up to split rent. So instead of paying the whole thing, she's going to pay like every 2 weeks. That split rent. I just found out that, hell, up in Atlanta, because I got people up in Atlanta who had them put me up on game. Dog, you know that you could split rent? Split rent? It's when they started doing that. I'm like, shit, it's popping up here in Atlanta. I ain't know. I've never did a split rent thing. Go ahead.
2 monthly payments, but in May and June, after submitting her payments, something went wrong.
In May and June, something went wrong. May and June. Remember, the split payment has to be $700, because if we won't have now and have later, $702.50 or something like that right there, right?
She says her payments were returned, and the rental platform told her it was because Mine never submitted the paperwork.
Payments returned. Payments returned. That means you still got your money. If payments returned, means you still got your money.
In this email, a Mine representative acknowledged the error and said they would investigate. Later, in a second email, Mine agreed to honor her split payment plan, allowing her to catch up with $500 payments.
Stop. Hammer time. I have connected with the property manager regarding a payment agreement. You are more than welcome to pay $500 at a time to be paid with rent until the balance is paid in full. If you are unable to submit the payment balance or submit the balance in full, why would she be behind? Why would she be okay, so I'm going to sign up to pay these $500 in rent to catch up? What do you mean catch up? You said that you paid them on time. You said that they made a clerical error. They admitted to the clerical error, and then they allowed you to sign up for the pay every 2 week thing, to split your payments. And now, remember, you tried to pay, you did all that right there. They returned your money. You didn't lose money. Is there something that I'm missing, y'all? She didn't lose money. So how was she behind on payments? The reason I know that she was behind on payments is because they said she could pay the $500 to catch up.
Said they would investigate. Later, in a second email, Mine agreed to honor her split payment plan, allowing her to catch up with $500 payments.
I owe $1,405.
What do you mean you owe? What does she mean the total amount owed? Or was this the clerical error that she's showing us right here?
$405.
But since that July 23rd email, Morton Mack says the company has gone completely silent, and now her payments aren't being processed through Mine's system.
So if her payments is not being processed, that also means she still has the money for whenever they decide to accept the money, or if they're not going to accept the money, they're just going to evict her. So I understand, but I don't understand that until you catch up shit.
Doing my best to make a living, and getting these roadblocks have been extremely stressful.
And Max says she feels like her life is in limbo because since May, she's received multiple notices to vacate this property, all taped to her door.
So that also means since May, they have not been accepting her payments. So she should have all the money from May then. In my mind, they want you gone, sister. But in my mind, you still got all your money from May. So if you have to move, at least you got the paper, right? But obviously she don't, because they're saying she can now catch up. Or they told her, you can use the $500 to catch up. I'm not understanding.
I have proof that I made the payment on my end.
We reached out to Mine by email and even visited their Atlanta office, but have not received a response.
She got proof she made the payment, but you should also show us proof that they declined the payment. Because that's what she said. You say her money is sitting in the cloud. Willie, she don't have the money. They have to release the money back. Oh, is that what she's saying? Somebody got to explain it to me now. You say when the system first went down and when all of this started up, basically she was $1,500 behind in her rent. Now that makes some sense. Because then you got to ask yourself, is anybody else having this type of problem at the apartment complex? And I don't like when they just don't tell us the whole damn truth, because in my mind, it seems like she was behind on her damn payments. And shit ain't difficult. She was behind on payments. But they don't want to tell us that could be one of the reasons why they wanted to evict her. Even though they made this thing a clerical error. Just saying, y'all listen, man, we have to get our story straight, man. We got to get our story straight. And listen, I know that her booty wasn't big. And it's difficult for her to get a man. I do understand that right there, because when you're darker you and your booty ain't big, it's hard for y'all to get at least a darker you, man. But see, she got that little chest on her. Hell, she got that big chest on her. So she should have at least been able to get her a lighter hue player.
Morton Mack says the company has gone completely silent, and now
auntie ain't got no booty. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably is what's hindering her. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dark hue players, they don't trust chicks who ain't got no booties. That's what I heard out here in these streets, and I just wanted to repeat it. But yeah. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn the older that y'all is getting. Y'all haven't learned, but y'all gonna learn that it's really in the majority of us best interests is to have a significant other the older that we get. 2 incomes is always better than 1. 3 incomes is always better than 2. You know what I'm saying? 2 minds is better than 1. If 1 mind is lacking, the other mind should be sharp. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad when both minds is lacking. Then you was in the real pickle. You say, she gave a heartbeat. She got a heartbeat in the mouthpiece. Put it to work, sister. See, but she trying to be humble. That baby don't want to be out there. I don't want to be looked at as a little hoe. Girl, rent due. I don't. No one is gonna fault you, sisters, for selling that monkey to pay rent and or to take care of your babies. People is gonna be like, "What she had to do, what she had to do," and I'm gonna be like, "You right though. You right. She sure no did though." Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the Nightly News around here in these doggone street. We got 216 with the thumbs up. Appreciate y'all for being around here, man. I really, really do, man. I hope that y'all is enjoying. Y'all summer is just, damn it, the summer is about over for a whole bunch of you good people. The summer is about over, and we haven't had a hurricane all year. We ain't had a hurricane all year, so this kind of telling me that we may get a hurricane before Thanksgiving. We may get a hurricane before Thanksgiving because for some reason, all of a sudden, hurricane season is lasting all the way till November now. Back in my days when I was coming up, the summer was over in August. Hurricanes was done in August. You know what I'm saying? Now and stretch the shit all the way out to November. You mean past Halloween? I don't be understanding stuff. But that's what they say it is. That's what they say it is. How they gonna do that replacement like that? That is real stupid. 19 minutes. You can do it in 19 minutes. Let me see. You say, whose song was that? You say, you gotta use what you got to get what you gotta use what you got to get what you need. Damn. Was that a rapper? Gotta use what you got to get what you need. I'm singing the harmony wrong. My bad. You say, have you ever been bugged out for one? Bugged out for one? What? Bug what? I don't understand the question. Have I ever been bugged out for one? Is we talking about apartments or something? He said, damn, Willie, my birthday is on the 14th and I ain't looking to do nothing. He said, put me a steak on the grill and chill with a bottle. Oh, that good. That's all you need. Stay from around people. Stay from around people. Them haters going to be out there mad at you for having a birthday. You know what I'm saying? You have some real... Oh, you talking about them hurricanes. You talking about the hurricanes. Have you ever bugged out for one? Bugged out? No. I ain't seen you run from a hurricane yet. No. No, see, because listen, and I think that it's because I am a Hurricane Andrew survivor. I'm a Hurricane Andrew survivor, where they told us that it was a Category 5, but in my mind, that shit was like a 6 or 7 because they couldn't even calculate the speed no more. You know what I'm saying? They say it broke the wind speed thing, all that right there, and it had like upwards of like 12 plus tornadoes and shit in it, and it was like the worst of the worst. And I have been trying to tell y'all for the longest, I hate when they try to call out that Hurricane Katrina was the worst hurricane. They also have Hurricane Katrina, a new documentary. What it was on Hulu. I just watched it like on the weekend and shit like that. And I'm glad that they pointed out that the hurricane was over. The hurricane came on shore like as a 3. That shit was nothing. Like the 3 was a 3. The hurricane was over when the floods happened. I'm glad that they pointed that right there out. And then I went back and watched When the Levees Broke, the Spike Lee one. I watched all this shit on Saturday. And I had to forget that they also said it, that the storm was over. We heard explosions. And then the water came. They blew the levees. The hurricane did not cause the damage like that. It was the water. So as far as the worst hurricane, it's not Katrina. It had to be Andrew. The worst hurricane. Now, the worst flood, I'm going to get that to Katrina. I'm going to get the worst flood to Katrina. Y'all got it. But that hurricane, y'all not going to take that shit from Dade County, shout it. Y'all not going to take that worst hurricane from Dade County. Nope. I do understand what they have out here on Google. When you Google stuff, they will say that that Katrina was the worst hurricane and all that fly shit right there. Andrew flattened homes for miles. I mean, homes were standing, homes got flattened. Concrete homes. Concrete homes. Yeah. Ships came on the land. Yeah. Yeah. But if you Google it, they will say that Andrew was the worst hurricane, which it was not the worst hurricane. I would even give the worst disaster. All right, cool. I would give Katrina in a hole, like, because right after Katrina, the floods came, and all right, bam. I'm going to give y'all that, but that goddamn hurricane, hell no. I'm going to stand on it. And shout out to the people in the documentary who multiple people said it wasn't a hurricane. The hurricane was over. He said Katrina was Florida's baddest bitch. No. Hell, we got Katrina in Miami before it even went up north. But it came across us as a 2. Petty. Listen, once you have been through a 5 or better, a category 2, you could be outside cooking and shit. Like you're not stressed about a 2. What are we doing? That's a lot of rain and water. That we ain't really tripping like that right now. Well, boy, I'm a real survivor out here. I am not a a Hurricane Andrew survivor from the city of Miami. No. See, because a lot of people that was in the city of Miami, they claimed that they had it real bad. They didn't. I had family members who stayed up there, and a lot of my family who was down in the storm with me went up north to the city part, and they was able to live with aunties and shit up there because they did not get it as bad as us down south. What I mean down south, Florida City on up to, I'd probably say like Brickell and all that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, it's from exit 1 north. This is a real problem. Yeah, no, so that's what's up. And I ain't gonna never run from a hurricane unless it's gonna touch on land as a 5. If it's gonna touch land as a 5, I'm out of this bitch, dog. I'm gone. It's a wrap. No. I don't really got time. No. I got too many windows. I got too many windows and not enough shutters and shit that a 5. I've been through that shit. No. I feel like them people on the movie Twister, to where the lady say, has anybody ever went through an F5? And everybody stopped eating at the table like, a F5, that's like death. That's like death, bitch. I don't want to go through no 5 no more. A lot of people have no idea what that shit feels like. I think I'm still traumatized. Listen, man, players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. It's your booty. I done forgot the last thing I'm supposed to say. Your body, your booty. I'm just here to help. That's all that I'm here for. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. Thank y'all for support. For the support, we got 225 likes. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. See y'all mañana, STD Friday. And the last midday news. Until further